Today's topic will be equivalent fraction. What is this equivalent fraction? So equivalent fraction are fractions whose numerator and denominator, okay, whose numerator and denominator will be different, but the values will be same. They'll give you one fraction and ask you to find the equivalent fraction of that given fraction. At that time, you will get different denominators and numerators. Okay, you may get different denominators and numerators, but the value will be same. Okay, for that I'll give you an example. So now imagine I have a whole apple. Okay, I have a whole apple. What will I do? I will cut that apple into half. Okay, I'm going to cut that apple into half. That means how many parts do I get? How many parts do I get? 2 parts. Very good. So we will get 2 parts. Now what will I do? Half of that I will give it to Shri Varisht. Okay, half of the apple I'll give it to Shri Varisht and Shri Varisht will eat that apple. Now what will be the fraction of that? What will be the fraction of that? 1 part is eaten, no? And there were 2 parts. Total 2 parts were there in the apple. So the fraction will be 1 by 2. Are you getting it? Yes. 1 piece, Shri Varisht ate it up. I divided the apple into 2 pieces. So the fraction will be 1 by 2. Isn't it? Now, what will I do? I will take one more apple. Okay, one more apple I'll take and I'll cut it into 4 parts. Half again into half. Now what will I do? I will give 2 parts of that to Yukta. Okay, 2 parts of that to Yukta I'll give. Yes, half again half. That becomes 4 parts. In that 2 parts I'll give it to Yukta and Yukta will have the 2 parts of apple. Yes. So what will be the fraction of this now? 2 by 4, isn't it? 2 by 4. Yes or no? 2 parts Yukta had it and 4 parts was the total division. So that we will write it below and 2 we will write it above the fractional bar. Now the fraction will be 2 by 4. Yes. Now what will I do? Again I'll take one more apple. I'll cut it into 6 parts. Okay. I'm going to make that apple into 6 equal parts. Now what will I do? From that 6 equal parts, I will give 3 parts to Aina. Okay, I'll give 3 parts to Aina. Now Aina will have 3 parts of that apple, one whole apple. Yes, it was divided into 6 parts. 3 parts Aina will have it. Now how much are left out? 3 parts, no? Yes. So what will be the fraction? 3 by 6, isn't it? So now the fraction will be 3 by 6. So now looking at the examples, you will give me the answer. What I'm going to teach you. Okay. First, there was an apple. I cut it into half. I gave 1 piece to Shri Varisht. Yes. How much did he have? Half. Yes or no? Half he had. Now next time what did I do? The same apple I took. I cut it into half. First half and then again I made it into 4 equal parts. From that 4, 2 parts I gave it to Yukta. Yes, Yukta had that apple. So from 4, 2 means what? Again it is a half, no? That means Yukta has had again half of that apple. Even though I divided them into 2, the portion totally she had that was half. Yes. Again what did I do? I took an apple, cut it into 6 equal parts. So 6 equal parts. In that what did I do? 3 parts I gave it to Aina. Yes. 3 parts I gave it to Aina. So that means half of 6. Isn't it? So what does the conclusion means? Even though the parts, I mean the divisions are changing, the value is same, no? Half only. Shri Varisht also had half of the apple. Yukta also had half. Aina also had half. That means the numerator and denominator. First it was 1 by 2. Next when I gave it to Yukta, the fraction was 2 by 4. Isn't it? And when I gave it to Aina, the fraction was 3 by 6. Yes. So the fraction, the numerator and the denominator are changing, but the value is same. That means they all are having half of the apple. Are you understanding now? So that is what equivalent fraction. So the fraction whose numerator and denominator are changing but are different. You can even call them as the numerator and the denominator of the fractions are different, but the value remains the same. That is what? Here the numerator was 2 by 2, 3 and all. But what was the value? Half. That means I have to have half apple. That's all. You divide it into 10 pieces and give me, no problem. But I will have half of it. That's all. Okay? Nothing else. Are you understanding equivalent fraction? Are you getting it? Okay. So now coming back to how to find the equivalent fraction. So how to find the equivalent fraction is when a fraction, that means a numerator number and a denominator number. Okay. In a fraction, when both the numerator and the denominator, so that means both numerator and denominator is multiplied, okay, is multiplied by a non-zero number. We should not take 0. Non-zero means we should take some other numbers leaving 0. We should not consider 0. Why we are not taking 0? Why? Because what is that rule? Multiplication rule of 0. When any number multiplied by 0, what we get? What we get? 0. Very good. So we should not take 0. When we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by a non-zero number, we obtain the equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Okay. First they will give you a fraction and then only they'll ask you to find the equivalent fraction of that. At that time what we should do? We should multiply both numerator and denominator by a same number. Okay. And that number has to be a non-zero number or a non-zero numeral. We should not use 0 over there. Done. And whatever answer we are going to get, that will be the equivalent fraction. Did you understand? Yes. Now shall we solve the first example, whatever I have taken on the board? Ready? So the question was, find the next two equivalent fraction. EF means equivalent fraction. Okay. Okay. So find the next two equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. The question is 2 by 3. What should I do? I should multiply both numerator and denominator by the same number. Yes. We should not take 0. There is a strict order. We should not use 0. What we will do? What comes after 0? 1. Isn't it? So if I multiply both numerator and denominator by 1, what will be my answer? Any number multiplied by 1. What do you get? 1 ones are tables. The same number only, no? Isn't it? The same number. If I multiply 100 by 1, I'll get 100 only. If I multiply 1000 by 1, I'll get 1000 only. That means we are going to get the same fraction itself. So instead of multiplying by 1 and obtaining the same fraction, what we will do is we will start it from 2. Okay. So after 1, it is 2 only, no? So we will start it from 2. And how to obtain the fraction, I'll teach you now. Listen. So write the question again. That is 2 by 3. Put a multiplication symbol. Again, what you have to do? Multiply the numerator also by 2 and denominator also by 2. So that is what I have written both that multiplication in a fraction form. Okay. So now I have written it 2 by 2. That means I am going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. Okay. Now, what is 2 2s are? 2 2s are 4. So the numerator number will be 4. Okay. Now, what is 3 twos are? 3 twos are 6. So, denominator number will be 6. Okay. So, first number we have taken was 2. I'm going to multiply 2 for both numerator and denominator also. When I multiply 2 by the numerator, I get the answer as 4. And when I multiply 2 by the denominator, I get the answer as 6. Okay. So 4 by 6 is the first equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. Are you getting it? Only thing what we are doing is when you come for the equivalent fraction, you should remember the number of divisions are changing. Okay. The number of division, that is the parts are changing, but not the value. Okay. So the equivalent fraction, the first equivalent fraction of 2 by 3 is 4 by 6. Okay. So this will be the first equivalent fraction. Now what comes after 2? What comes after 2? 3. Isn't it? So that means the next multiplication number will be 3. Okay. So we will write the question again, that is 2 by 3, and this we are going to multiply it by 3. That means both numerator and denominator we are going to multiply it by 3. Okay. So now tell me, what is 3 twos or 2 threes are? 2 threes are 6. So the numerator number will be 6. Okay. And what is 3 threes are? 3 threes are 9. So the denominator number will be 9. Okay. After multiplying both numerator and denominator by 3, we are going to get 6 by 9. And this 6 by 9 is the equivalent fraction, the second equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. Okay. Yes. Are you getting this now? First we will multiply it by 2. And next we are going to multiply it by 3. In the next step, by which number? If they ask you for 3 equivalent fraction, 4. If they ask you for 4 equivalent fraction, 5. Like that. Okay. So here they asked for only 2. So let us only consider these 2. But I have done one more extra. Why? Because for you to get understand when you have to do it for 3 equivalent fraction. Okay. The number, multiplication number changes, but not the fraction. The question will never change. Yes? This much is clear? So what we should do? First we should multiply the fraction by 2. We are not going to use 0 over there. Why? Because if we multiply by 0, we will get both the answer as 0 on itself. No. So it is not allowed. And we are not going to multiply by 1. If we multiply by 1, we will get the same fraction. So what we should do? We should start it with 2. Okay. First we will multiply 2 for the given fraction and obtain a fraction that will be the first equivalent fraction for the question. Okay. Next number we are going to take is 3. Okay. Now we are going to multiply the question, that is the fraction, by 3, and we obtain the second equivalent fraction. So like this, whichever equivalent fraction, if they ask you for 3 equivalent fraction or 4 equivalent fraction, you can just multiply it by different numbers. Okay. So I have ended it at 3 equivalent fraction. If you want 4 equivalent fraction, you will multiply it by 5. If you want 5 equivalent fraction, you will multiply it by 6. Like that it goes on. Yes. So at the end, what you have to write is, therefore, 4 by 6. Okay. 4 by 6. 6 by 9. 8 by 12. This is an extra step over here. So you can just take into consideration for these two. 4 by 6 and 6 by 9 is equal to 2 by 3. Okay. They are equal only. Even if I divide them, to find out whether they are equal or not, what should I do? I should divide by the same number. If I divide by the same number, this fraction, whatever we have got, should be same as the question. Okay. And this is the answer you are going to get as an equivalent fraction. You want me to repeat again? Shall I repeat? Yes. So equivalent fraction are the fraction whose numerator and denominator changes, or whose numerator and denominators are different but the value will be same. And to obtain the equivalent fraction, what we have to do? We have to multiply both numerator and denominator by a non-zero numeral. Did you understand this much? Yes?